South African Knife Guy, and I'm back with another fun-filled video for you. As I said before, I'm attempting to come back. We'll see how this works. I'm kind of hoping I'll do more of these videos as as I get more and more knives and more things to talk about. So for today, I wanted to talk about a knife that has really kind of got me here. So much so that I bought it twice. And that's this knife right here. This is the Weknives Cybernetic. And as you can see, give you guys a good close look of it. It's just really a beautiful, this is the all blacked out version of the knife. I had to have this one. I had the original tiger stripe one, and then I returned it because I didn't like the aesthetic look of it. So I returned it and got this all blacked out version, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, I've actually already started to use the knife. A couple of cuts, and I used it to cut a couple of things, quite a few things actually. So this has already been a user, which is actually odd for me because I usually don't use the knives all that much. But this one really got to me, so I had to kind of just redo this video all over again. So why don't we go ahead and start with some size comparison so you guys can get an idea of this knife, of the size of the knife. So the first knife I'm going to bring out is the Kershaw bare knuckle in black wash and carbon fiber, almost the same configuration where everything's like all blacked out. I just love that all blacked out look. As you can see, the Weknives knife is much bigger, coming in at about 3.78 blade length. We're talking about close to a 4-inch blade length. This is 3.5. Kind of hoping you guys can see that because I've got I got my iPhone at an angle, but you could tell that it's actually quite large. The next knife I'm going to put it up against is the all too familiar Paramilitary 2 in M4 and carbon fiber. There it is right there. The Spyderco Sage might be another one to do that with. So there you go. There it is up against the Spyderco Sage. And then for my final size comparison, we'll put it up against the ZT, discontinued because they don't even make this knife anymore. I'll make it a little bit closer. They don't even make this knife anymore, and that's a shame because it's such a great knife. This is the ZT, oh God, I can't remember the name of this one. I think it's a zero tolerance, oh God, it just escaped me. Sorry about that. But yeah, this knife's not discontinued. It's made by Les George. I just can't remember the model number of this one. 0900, there you go, came back. So this is the ZT 0900 made by Les George. So you can see how much larger that is up against this knife. For my final comparison, we always like to do the small, medium, and large so we can see the range that it falls in. So here we have small, medium, large, and actually between the small and the medium it's kind of hard to tell, but this is actually a much smaller knife than this one, up against the Weknives Cybernetic. So, and as I said before, I've done this video before when I did it with the Tiger Stripe version, but because I didn't like the Tiger Stripe version, I returned it and got this version of the knife. And so let's go ahead and get into this guy. This is really a very high-end piece. What I should have done was bring out my Shiroguro, but I did that in my last video, so I don't think you're going to miss out on much. This is a very Shiroguro looking knife. Runs on ball bearings. It's got ridiculously full shut. More falls shut than I've seen from Weknives, which pretty much reminded me of a Shuragorov. Now, Shuragorov knives cost anywhere between like 775 to about 1300 for one of those, and that's if it's not a special edition. So if you ever want to, and I don't really say this, I'm saying this just because it's so close to a Shuragorov knife. You guys have to check this one out. Um, this knife cost about 378, and I've actually seen it on eBay for like right around 320, even lower. Brand new in a box. So I mean, if you're looking to experience a Shuragorov, um, this knife here might very well be your best bet. You wouldn't be missing out on anything, to be honest with you. This is an all titanium knife, all titanium pocket clip, really nice, fantastic ergos. It's a slim, sleek design, even though it's a big knife. Because it's so slim and sleek, you can't tell that it's a large knife, and it feels pretty small in your pocket when you're carrying it, just because it's so slim. Um, so, and of course, the ergonomics of the knife, the clean lines on it, how, you can see how straight the knife is going all the way up. All of the swedges kind of line up. So here's a swedge here, and it goes all the way up to the top of the blade. I mean, it's just an absolutely gorgeous knife. We got a modified drop point. I'm going to say it's a modified drop point blade. A liner lock. A frame lock, obviously. The copper screws on this are absolutely stunning. Up against the all black stonewash look. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful knife. I really can't get over it. I mean, and I'm not really much of a user, but this knife has got to me so much. I decided to start using it, and I used it to cut a few boxes around the house. It's just, it's just absolutely ridiculous the way it's falling shut like that. There is a downside to this knife. If you're not a front flipper lover like me, this may not be the knife for you, because front flipping is your only means of deployment on this. I mean, you can do it with your thumb. You can also do it with your index finger, more of a wraparound flip. So you just, I think maybe even the front flipping index finger flip might be easier for you. But this knife is just absolutely spectacular. Just can't get over. I mean, I've been doing this all day long. While I sit and watch TV, I'll just sit there and have this knife kind of drop and then close up. It is perfectly dead center, like laser perfectly centered. I mean, you're never going to see a centering that is just as perfect as that. Pretty decent lanyard hole. If you're into lanyards, you can put your lanyard right in there. I'm not much of a lanyard guy. The backspace is pretty fascinating. I've never seen one like that, where they've got the backspacer starting in the middle and going all the way up to the top, and then again separated down here by another backspacer, leaving this part here completely open. I've never seen that, so that's kind of a new design, but I think that was probably made to keep with the aesthetic of the knife itself. Other than that, there's really not much to say about it. It's just that influential for me. I do love the all blacked out look. It is just stunning. I can't get over how pretty that looks. I mean, the action obviously is second to none. In any case, I mean, there's not really much I could talk about with this video. Like I said, the first few videos I do are just going to pretty much be me coming back into doing this and trying to get back into doing knife videos again. I mean, I'm not going to definitely not going to count this one as one of my all-time best videos that I've ever done. It's going to be a process for me, so you're guys gonna have to be kind of patient with me up until that time. You know, all my videos are going to be me trying to get back into it, and as time goes by, hopefully I'll get a little bit better at it. So in any case, the Weknives Cybernetic, if you're looking to spend some serious cash on a really great knife, I would definitely recommend this one. It's, especially if you're a front flipper person, definitely consider getting this one. Again, this is Omar, your South African knife guy, trying to come back. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.